I think one of the most impressive things that has happened in Africa and in Nigeria as a result of the COVID pandemic is the increasing domestic tourism market. Prior to the disruption that we saw from the COVID pandemic, most people were always looking external to their country for things to do, for leisure, for staycation, for vacation, etc. But during the pandemic, having very limited options in terms of places to go forced most Africans and even external as well to start looking into Africa and looking inwards for accommodation, for staycation, for experiences in Africa. For us specifically at Transcorp Hotels PLC, we own hotels in leading locations across Nigeria, one in Abuja and another one in Cross River State. In addition, we recently launched our business called Aura, which actually allows you at the touch of a button to book any hotel accommodation or experience across any of the markets that we operate in. So hotels positioning to capture this growing domestic tourism market is essential. It doesn't only give people an experience to enjoy tourism, it also helps people, diversify income and really showcase their country by giving the experience to the foreigners that come to visit. So it's a huge potential for any country, and it's one that every government must invest in. Effectively marketing and communicating the offerings of any hotel or any hospitality business to domestic travelers is so important. It's even much more important than when you're marketing to international, because the local people tend to take things for granted as well. A lot of it is what they see on a daily basis. So you are left with ensuring that you can package it right to effectively communicate through different channels. We actively use our social media, from our LinkedIn to our Instagram to TikTok, to ensure that we can properly market our offerings to our local travelers. And it's important not to take what we have for granted. So across the hotel, Transcorp Hilton Abuja, we have so many things to actually entice the domestic travelers, ranging from our sporting activities and sporting facilities, swimming pool, tennis courts, outlets, nightclub. We often have activities as well in terms of sip and paint. We have a handicraft village where you can actually buy things as well to take back when you visited the hotel. We have a spa that actually offers so many different exclusive things at the spa, ranging from massage, facial treatments, and all. So there's so many ways that we can communicate and continually market to our guests at the hotel. It's important to let people feel the local and authentic flavor of the culture and the heritage, but also let them experience as well all the things that we have at the hotel. And this is really important to us as we communicate and market. We actually send newsletter on a regular basis, telling people what is actually on offer. Also using digital screens across the hotel to let them know what is actually on offerings across the hotel. This is really, really important and essential to ensure that people know and people can actually enjoy all the offerings that we have at Transcorp Hilton Abuja. All the hotels we've invested in, basically Transcorp Hilton Abuja, Transcorp Hotels Calabar, have successfully targeted the domestic tourism market. I think we're forced to. Traditionally, Transcorp Hilton Abuja is traditionally known as a government hotel or as one that welcomes international business travelers. But the disruption of the COVID pandemic forced us to really develop our domestic tourism market. And so one of the key things, or a few of the key things that we did, was we actually started, an open air cinema. We invested more in our outlets across the hotel. We started to do, takeaway, which actually, was so important to keeping us afloat and ensuring that people also saw the domestic tourism as important enough, because we had to look inwards. we had different activities. We started doing picnics across the hotel grounds, sip and paint again, like I mentioned earlier on, and force people to, really think about tourism, local tourism, to come in and enjoy the hotel space. So what we also saw was the increase of even the bee leisure, which is even people that came for business were now adding on leisure to stay a couple more days at the hotel to enjoy the offerings of the hotels. And this is really important because this is one of the key things that we actually did. And so even after the COVID pandemic, what we've done is we've continued to invest significantly in the domestic tourism market, and ensuring that we can actually bring in people to the hotel to enjoy all the offerings that we have. So Transcorp Hilton Abuja is one that has done that successfully and continues to ride on that as it continues to position. In addition, now as a fallback from that, we've just recently invested in our event center, which is a 3,500 to 5,000 capacity event center. And around this event center, we also have to going to invest more significantly in other activities that people can enjoy around that area. As we continue to promote domestic tourism, we're going to continue to look for elements that can cater to the domestic tourism market, and we continue to build on and deliver much more on that. Around all the holidays that exist, whether it's Christmas, Easter, what we do is we also build on and offer activities that will further target and invite people and guests to come to us to enjoy all the offerings that we have. So this is really important in terms of the local market, and it's one of the key things that we'll continue to do as well. Some of the key factors that contribute to the growth of the domestic tourism market in Africa. People are eager to enjoy leisure. People are eager to enjoy some downtime. Mental health has become much more important. Leisure is definitely more important. People work very, very hard in Africa. And so, the need to constantly try and wind down and take a break has become much more important than it ever was. And people also looking inwards. Things have become so expensive for us as an economy. And the thought of having to, get on a plane, plane tickets internationally, and, paying for hotels, etc., exchanging money, has made things a little bit tougher for people. So disposable income is shrinking. And as a result, again, people are really starting to look inwards. And for that reason, the domestic tourism market has really grown and started to grow. In addition to that, Africa is a beautiful place. And traveling across Africa, the experiences are different. If you go to West Africa, the experience is different from East Africa, it's different from West Africa, different from South Africa. So we're starting to appreciate the beauty of Africa, the landscape of Africa. You can go from beaches and sites of any country, to the culture, to the food, to the heritage. And Nigerian and African people in general are very, very hospitable. And I think the world is starting to see this. And people are looking for more local and authentic travel. So all of these things are really contributing to domestic tourism. And as a result, Africa is also embracing that. Africa has also now embraced the need to diversify its economy and seen the role that tourism can play in effectively helping us achieve this. For that reason, foreign direct investment is also starting to invest in hotels. And they've seen, the beauty of investing in hotels as well. So this is really important. And as we continue to push the narrative of Africa, the image of Africa, the perception of Africa, as we continue to invest in that to showcase Africa, we know that, FDI is going to continue to chase all of this and invest more in Africa and in tourism in Africa. So, all of these factors actually contribute, and Africa is ready, Africa is ripe to really capitalize on this. And so we welcome investors, we welcome tourists, We welcome explorers. We welcome people that enjoy life to come to Africa, to come and see what we offer, from the beauty of Africa, from our hospitality, and hospitable culture and nature, to come and visit and see the sights and sounds of Africa. Enjoy our true culture, the nature, the beauty, the food. All of these factors are really important. And we really are looking forward to welcoming you and so many more people to come and enjoy and be a part of the growing domestic tourism in Africa. We welcome you to Africa. Africa opens its gates up to the world. Please visit us and enjoy our great hospitality. Thank you.